And 3, 2, 1, we're live. What's up, guys? Um, should we go throw this in the chat? Can
Yeah,
you text me a link to the?
yeah, here it comes. Day 7. Is it live?
Um, says stop streaming, so I'm pretty sure it's live. Do you see it?
I'm not seeing it on our channel.
Mm, should I stop?
Um, I don't see it. Sorry. Sorry, everyone, if you are watching.
Okay, live in 3, 2. Yeah. Okay,
We
we're
are so
streaming.
new to the streaming space.
We're streaming. Well, we're trying to stream. I don't think it's working right now. Yeah, I don't see it either. Okay.
For some reason on the computer it's not working, but on phone it's there.
Okay. Cool. I got it now. I see it as well.
Okay, stop it and then start it.
Yeah. Do you see it now? I resumed it.
Um, yeah. Okay, here comes the text. I can hear both of us loud and clear. And I'm watching the chat.
Okay. Okay, I'm putting it in Shipathon, iOS. Okay. Post it in
Is there
Discord.
some, okay.
You
Is
see
there
that?
some other chatter going on? I'm excited to start seeing other people's apps come in.
Yeah, dude, same. I'm gonna post in Reddit again as well. Even though our name is File Fun.
I know once you make your name on Reddit, I don't think you can change it.
Yeah, we might need to restart it. Anyways, okay. We're streaming. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is Trevor and Brett. We're building out Eat the Elephant, which is an app that we're going to be using. Basic premises: you open up the app, you create your own goal and any subtasks, and it'll help you create the subtasks to get something done. Cool part is we want to integrate it in with the Screen Time API for iPhone, where instead of opening up apps that are distracting like Reddit or Twitter, it will invite you to accomplish. We want people to actually accomplish their goals, not just like limiting their screen time, but actually like using their phone as a tool to get stuff
Hmm.
done. So the app's called Eat the Elephant. The idea is like you take small bites out of the elephant, small bites out of your goal to get stuff done. So we've been going through designing, trying to figure out how things work. And today we're going to test out what we think the main page will look like with the tasks. Anything
Yep.
you want to say, Brett?
No, that's great. Let's jump into the Figma.
Okay. Um, so yeah, jump into Figma. This is our Figma page. Figma is what we use to design. And Brett has got this bad boy open. So yeah, we could see on your screen.
Yeah, so I think, Trevor, what we've got is like up here is your main goal that you're trying to eat, and then just start task. And then this here is where we kind of need this infinite nesting.
Okay.
So like that task one can open up, and maybe we have like a button for like a subtask.
Yeah, how do you think that would look?
I might have to go look at San Francisco icons.
Yeah, because yeah, I tell you what, let me pull up. I'm gonna make a view. Call this main page view. What would we call this? Like,
This is the main page,
yeah,
but
and
like
this.
task view.
Um, I'm thinking we keep the default thing is content view.
Yeah, great.
Maybe we keep that. So I'm gonna actually rename the previous content view to be the Shield Manager Test view because that's what we've been doing on that page. Instead, create a new SO2I view called Content View. Get this going. Okay. The preview's loading. Hopefully it goes fast. Yeah, the other thing, as we're streaming, we're hoping to make some money with RevenueCat so we can get better laptops. That's the main goal. And maybe a Vision Pro.
Yeah,
So anybody
yeah.
wants to donate, that's the goal. But also throw some stuff in the chat if you're here. I don't know if people even
Yeah,
watch
what
us.
features you want to see, ideas you've got on whatever.
Nice. Okay, preview's up and running. So um, my first thought is with this, we can use like a disclosure group, which allows us to let's see. I think we have to put this into a list.
Yeah, I think it could be nice if at any time I'm only like one layer deep.
Yeah, should we make that?
So let's see how we can do that. So it's like I might be able to see one task and subtasks, but then if I go to the subtask of a subtask, then I kind of lose the context of all the original tasks. And I'm mocking
Yeah,
this up for you in the Figma.
okay. So yeah, the free thing we get is called disclosure group, and that allows us
Okay.
to have like things that you can expand or not. Um, so yeah, do we want to use that as the design?
Yeah, I
Or
think yeah. Yeah. What's customizable with it? Maybe I'll look it up.
yeah, that's a good question.
How do I I'll look up like how do I customize the background color?
Yeah,
Hmm. This is saying you just put it in a group and just give it a background. So you just have the disclosure group and give it a background.
You say background.
Uh-huh. Just background and then color or something.
Okay. So that puts a background on like the elements within the disclosure group. So just behind the
Oh,
hi.
interesting.
Um,
Oh, let's see. That's not how it.
Let me see if I put it behind the entire list. Nothing really
No, so put
changes.
the whole thing in a group and put the disclosure group inside that group.
Oh, so make this as part of a group, not in the list.
Mm, actually, I don't know. Chat doesn't know.
Which I
Chat doesn't know
mean,
what it's doing.
it does. If I do it as a group instead of a list, it looks like it just makes it a little bit more
Oh, okay.
default.
Yeah, that's it.
So if we wanted something like this, like we just add padding around it, and then maybe we put this as a VStack with spacing, spacer to shove it up as high as we want. And then you do this, and maybe that way we put background behind it.
So do we just put more disclosure groups inside disclosure groups?
I think so. So yeah, let's try that. So the nesting is a little weird. Let's see.
What's the tree view?
Where do you see that?
Mm, oh, I see. On chat, it's saying it made a struct of a tree view with a body that had a disclosure group in it, and then it keeps putting that tree view in instead of just another disclosure group.
Oh, okay.
But it had it both ways.
So yeah, it looks like we could do it this way, but whatever's inside of the disclosure group stays on the same level. So we'd have to handle indentation. I'm wondering if we put it as part of a list. Yeah, at that point, disclosure
How did
groups.
you handle indentation before?
I think, yeah, let's see, I've got this pulled up. Each one is a disclosure. So in our other app called Top 100, in the Upsher question pack view, each question has a disclosure group with answers, and each answer list just has a for each over it. So I think it was just the idea that, okay, so each question was a disclosure group, and then within there, it was just items. And it automatically handles um, indentation if we're using like a list or a form. So if are we okay with the design being like this, Brett?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. If it helps
Okay,
people get stuff done, I think we just use out of the box components wherever we can.
cool. Okay.
And I
So if
mean,
that's the
we can
case,
change the font to like mono font.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we should try that.
Uh, but we'll have to fit because like if you nested like 7 or 8 layers, then there wouldn't be enough space to like actually type something. So that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
it could be nice to handle it and have like a back button or something.
Yeah. So like this is how it looks. I wonder if I keep going.
Yeah, it looks like you can really hit the limit.
Which
Go
like
all the way.
it's kind of cool that they allow you to. Oh, yeah, look at that how it gets at the very end. That's funny.
I mean, we could, yeah,
And
I
like
don't know.
technically we could just allow people to do that.
Just it's broken for now.
I mean like with the idea like, oh, if you get up to that point, like we're not going to help you. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
we'll eventually help you.
Yeah.
I think 5 levels of subtask is pretty good, and it looks like it could handle that no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe we need to like think about what is the structure of a task? Like a task has some sort of label, right? So like of our like um, name, it has like is done, right? Like are they going to be checking these off?
Yeah, I think they'll check them off, and yeah, we'll have them. I think we'll just have them sit on the list because you want to see the whole elephant get eaten.
Yeah. Okay. And then
I
maybe
think how much time you've spent on it for analytics would be cool.
okay. So time, and is that like in seconds? Like how many seconds you spent on it or something?
It'd probably be how many seconds you've spent. Yeah.
Okay. My thought is like so each task, my like to get this to work pretty nice. I'm wondering if each task could also have a parent. So
Yeah.
it has like a list of parents. So to do that, you just have like a parent that's a task. However, for value types,
We're
so structs, you can't have properties that recursively like contain other properties because it like creates as a
well,
copy.
yeah. Can we
So
have an ID? Should we use an ID? Oh, or a class, right?
yeah, for those things you use a class because it creates it as an object, and then any other object, like whenever you create it, it uses pointers to reference stuff. So
Slick.
having a task is really just pointing to another task, if that makes sense. But with task, like with classes, you get some, it's tough because you have to create your own initializers. So as we're building out this thing, we're just gonna have to create an initializer for this.
Oh, that was easy.
So yeah, and then one thing uh, to be aware of, I think I still don't fully understand this, but if you have one task that has a parent of another, like another task is its parent, and then that task sets the other, like that first task as its parent. What's scary is you can create this like cycle where if
Mm.
you are like ready to delete one task, it never actually gets deleted because the other task is pointing to it. So I don't think we're going to have this issue if it's only one directional. But if we do have anything like that, we could mark the references as weak, which allow you to like break that chain. But I don't think we'll need to. It's just something I've been like learning about. So
Cool.
let's not worry about it. But anyways, the idea would be that we have a like a state thing that has all of our tasks in it. And you think like, okay, maybe it's just like a list of tasks. Um, but I think what we need is not just a list of tasks, but really we need just like, I guess we just need one task Hmm. Maybe, oh, okay. Maybe instead of each task pointing to its parent, we have each task point to its children
Yeah,
and have this be a list of tasks.
because then we'll just have your main elephant, the main goal you're trying to do.
Yeah, as the very top one.
That's that's the top one, and there's only one at the top. And
Yeah.
I want to point out that's one of the differences we're looking at with other to-do lists. Is other to-do lists let you create multiple lists on lists on lists on lists. But this is very specific to one task you're trying to accomplish. So if you say, I want to learn how to make an app, and then you want to change your mind later, then you've got to delete. And I think the app only allows for one.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So like create an app. So
Well,
yeah.
our stated goal is to win the RevenueCat Shipathon 2025.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy like what we have in our Figma.
We've got it in Figma.
So that's our task. And so I think the idea would be we have this list. At the very top of the list, we have the text of our task. Win the Shipathon.
Nice.
And then underneath it, we have all of our. Let me clean this up really quick. Underneath this task that we want, we're going to have like a section, and we're going to have all of our children tasks. So for each task.children, we're going to have a child task in, and this will require that this thing is identifiable. So, which means we need this to have an ID. And I'm going to just set it to be a unique identifier.
Hmm.
So every task we create just creates its own ID. But then in here, each child task is going to have its own disclosure group. With content and a label. The label will be the child task dot name. And then its thing is going to be a list of its children, right? And that's where
Yeah.
I think what you were bringing up, somebody
How
created
recursive do you make
a
this?
tree view. So I
Hmm.
think we need to
I
make
mean,
like a
yeah, that's just
tree.
what chat did.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like, so you pass in a task into this tree view. Um,
Yeah, that would be nice because we're gonna need some buttons on the side, like a create subtask button
mhm.
and probably a start this task button are the two buttons I see. Because you'll be able to swipe to delete it and you'll be able to tap on it to edit it.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, this is exciting because I hopefully by tonight I can actually like use this app.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to get the state machine, not the state machine, but the core data hooked up.
Yeah, true. And the hope is, I mean, um, okay, so if we make this an app model and use import Swift data, then I think it automatically like works. Like that's the
Really? Is
hope.
that fast now?
That's the hope. Like that it'll just like save. I mean, we do need to do some stuff like in here where we say like there's a container, model container we init for configuration. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I think the more important thing is we just get this done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we get it
So
working
I,
because like once you start making containers, like you have to think about migrations anytime like you change your data objects. So let's get this done without having it be a model. Does that make sense?
mhm.
Okay. Um, so I'm gonna have some mock data via task. Hmm.
Do oh, is that not working?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see if I could do this instead. Okay,
Yeah, name
this
it
should.
Revenue Cat.
Yeah, so okay, like this is
I
like
feel like we need an emoji in there too.
oh yeah,
That could be
and then
big, you know?
yeah, let's see. I always forget how to do. Okay, there we go. How to do
It's
emojis.
Control Command Spacebar. Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, our task one, and I feel like there's a better way to do this, but
Just ship it, dude.
yeah. So let's see.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that looks good.
And then the hope is as we do like these child task one.
Will it section out every time? Because that, I think that would look nice. I like the section.
Yeah, I think it should work.
Okay.
Let me just add these. So like task one dot children is going to be equal to these child tasks. So it just recurses like this. Boom. And it keeps going. So my thought is, um, should like every task is either done or not? My thought is if there's no children to a task, it has its own like toggle about whether or not it's done. But if it has any children, it it doesn't like the way it's done is if all of its children are done. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. Also, though, I'm thinking if it doesn't have a child, it needs a button to add a child.
True.
So instead of the drop down, it would be a button to add child. I think if it's done, we should cross it off and make it a little opaque.
Okay. So let's see. If it's done, the label should be crossed off,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
I think there's a strike through is active.
Sick.
Let's see. It might just be true. Okay, so it's true. So this is going to say if the task dot is done, it's going to be strike through. So maybe we say task 4 is already done
Money.
in our mock. So boom, it's strike through, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Let's change
saying
the
it's,
opacity too.
yeah, like maybe we make it a font, or no, what's it, foreground style of task dot is done dot secondary, else it dot primary. Boom, like that.
Slick.
Okay.
Yeah, and then can we mono space these guys?
Yeah, let's figure that out.
I think you just do font style is dot mono.
Font style, font dot
Oh, maybe just
style.
font. Hmm.
Now let's see.
I don't have it all memorized like you.
Yeah, me either. I'm trying to, dude. Okay, design is monospaced. Or just use
Oh, did
monospaced
my
directly.
I think my camera cut out on the live stream,
Okay,
but not
let's
a big
see.
deal.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I don't know.
Oh, dang, dude, look at that. Monospaced.
Yeah, sorry.
That's sick.
I'm like in love with monospace fonts right now.
Do you want to try to get your camera back? Is
I don't just click on that my name right there and see what's going on. Because
oh,
my
oh,
stream is still working.
okay. It seems to be back now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, monospace is done on all those. So yeah, my thought is yeah, if the task we're looking at doesn't have any children, then it shouldn't be a disclosure group. Like task 4 and 3 and 2 doesn't make sense to have like these things.
Yeah, those need buttons to add. It needs to be a little plus button, like a plus
Yeah.
down arrow or something.
So my thought is instead of it having the label directly in here, I'm gonna have like a label view and have this stuff be in the label view. So that way, if we make any changes to it, we can go and change it. Anyways, but if this task dot children is empty, what's like a good phrase for that? Like, is a leaf task?
Um,
Is leaf? Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, is leaf is good.
So if the task we're looking at, if task is leaf, then we should do something else. We do the disclosure group. So right now, this is going to take off all these leaf tasks. And instead, we'll have like the label view just by itself. So yeah, then
Well, we probably need like oh, wait, yeah, keep going.
yeah, and then my thought was like, yeah, we do it like this, and how do you, yeah, how do you like pass these off? I don't,
Like,
so
how
it,
do I check off and say I did the task?
yeah, like is the idea that you select a task and then you hit start task?
I think so. If you hit start task, it's just gonna pick one for you.
It picks it
But
for
if
you.
you're like, you pull up and you're like, oh, yeah, I really want to work on this right now, you could click start task on that task.
Okay, so there should be like a selection state. Like it should show you which one you're planning on doing, right?
But I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to know what people think. Like, should you be able to pick a task, or should it just say, "Bam, you're doing this,"
Yeah, true.
and it's all kind of ordered? Like, you start at the top and you work down to eat your elephant.
I do feel like it's got to be
I think if
like
you
it's got to let you choose because there's so many things that like say for Sarah's goal of crocheting, there might be only some tasks that she can do at that moment,
Mm,
you know.
yeah, well, we could do that. Or another thought is, you hit start. You don't like the task you have, you click skip.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And I
I think
think
also you could swipe to delete and swipe to check off.
okay, so swipe to delete, swipe to check off. I do like the
Yeah,
idea of like okay, when you swipe to delete uh, a parent task, will delete all of its children.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so this whole thing should have a swipe to delete thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it going both ways though. I could see you wanting to just remove things from being parents and have them be their own thing, but I think if you're
Let's
trying to
see.
delete a parent, you try and be delete all of it.
So it'd be like this. So you
Yep.
delete like this. Okay, and then
And then the other one to complete it. Can you make the swipe action on the left side if you're checking it off?
yeah, I think I can like swipe. Oh, okay, yeah, I do it this way. Swipe
I
actions,
think it's
edge.
two. Yep. Yeah, and for now, I don't want to. I want to expose the add another task button because sometimes the swipe stuff you don't necessarily think about it, and we want you adding tasks. That's how you're
Yeah,
going to eat the elephant.
no, it's true. So
So I mean, we can hook those up if you want.
yeah, I'm just wondering like, let me see real quick.
Yeah, you'll keep it clean. No, no, no. I liked how you had
No,
it.
I know. I just like if we do stuff, we're gonna have to do it on both of these. I'm trying to think of like what's a good way to do it.
Well, I think the first one is kind of its own thing. Like you could almost just put the first task, not even in anything,
Yeah.
because the first task should always be visible. Even when I'm scrolling, that first task should be at the top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we want your elephant to ever go away.
Um,
So yeah, I'm fine if yep. Kind of like we have in the Figma. And you could make it a bigger size too.
Oh, I like the font.
Hmm. Is there a smaller one than that? Is there a subtitle?
Yeah, there should be. Sub headline.
Mm, no. We can mess with it. One day they're gonna have multiplayer. We could just both be in here doing this.
Oh yeah, multiplayer.
It'd be fun for like these moments, but like aggravating for pretty much the whole day outside of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it do a blur background. That's what it was.
Well, it looked like you needed the clip shape too, or no? Oh, nope. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh, is that nice?
Smooth.
Dude, that's clean. And I think we don't need a section now. Okay, so yeah, how do you want the plus buttons to work?
So you've got task two. I think there
Yeah,
should be a plus button next to that,
at the very
like on the
edge.
where the yeah at the very edge. If I click that, keyboard pops up. I'm now new line typing.
So how do you accomplish task two? So,
Once you add a task, you really only accomplish it by accomplishing all of its children.
okay, but yeah, task two right now doesn't have any children. So how do you
So you would
accomplish
s- you would-
at
you would
least
swipe on it
you have to swipe?
other way. Yeah.
Um,
Because I think you're going to accomplish tasks with the timer going.
so this is how you like accomplish it early.
Yeah, but for right now, I'm envisioning that I'm going to click start. I'm going to have my 5 minute timer going. I'm going to hit done, and that's how I accomplish it.
Yeah, okay. Let me try. I think we might want like a selection state.
But we're still giving people the option to check it off. Like maybe you just remembered a couple tasks and you come back at night and you're like, oh, actually, I did like 5 of these today. You can just kind of swipe,
Yeah.
swipe, swipe, swipe. I'm thinking too, I want to make like a background in Rive. So just run that past you.
Okay. Like an infinite background.
An infinitely moving background. If you look at the Figma, you can kind of see like squares
Yeah.
on like a gradient in the background. I was kind of thinking it'd be cool if that just was like always moving, kind of like the Matrix or something. Because RevenueCat also wants these to look cool. I think one of the awards is just it has the coolest animations.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm down for any cool design things. But I also
So
feel
yeah, one of
like let's use
oh
the native Swift components because I feel like that's a good
correct.
design because people are
Yeah.
used to it. But then we
Yep.
do like whimsical things on top of it.
Yeah, I'm talking just the background color. So yeah, we want things to be accessible for sure and work in dark mode, light mode, and people's different text sizes.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me think. But basically, okay, let me put like at the very bottom, we're gonna want like start task.
Yeah, and a big button. Nice.
Have a white background.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to make it like a more of a button, I think iOS 26 is more going towards not full bleeds, like they're keeping stuff in. They just want stuff to kind of cover your content,
Oh yeah, I
not take
agree.
it over.
So not like this. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it can have padding probably or height of, I think I have height of 60,
okay.
but really you probably want to do a more variable height just in case their fonts are bigger.
Yeah, I think the idea would be we have like a lot of like padding dot
Yeah.
vertical of like 60.
Well, it would probably be like 15. Let me check the Figma.
15. Okay.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, it's 19 and a half on the Figma, but don't do that.
Right. Okay. Kind of worked.
That might be the safe area.
That's what I'm trying to like get it closer to the safe area.
I mean, if that's the safe area, it's fine.
I guess, yeah, like what um we should start the design with the bezels in place still. Because yeah, this Eat the Elephant looks nice on a square screen, but I don't know with the dynamic island if that
Yeah, probably not.
I'd like push it too far down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, maybe I might just put it this way for now.
I think it's
Um,
great how you had it.
just for now, and then we can like figure out how we want it to look later. But my thought was like, okay, like you hit start task. For me, it's like, oh, what task is it going to start? That's like
Okay.
what I'm thinking, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe start doing then, or start, or take a bite.
Yeah. Well, my thought was like more along the lines
I
of having this.
think it should just start at the first one. It would just do task one. And then
Yeah.
if it would grab task one, see if it has any children. If it does, it would do the first one. And then if that child has a child, it would do the first one. And just first thing on the list.
Um, trying to think, why is it getting mad at this? Oh, it's this. So my thought was like, you select it and it's like, okay, now start task.
Oh, interesting.
Or well, maybe instead of like having a check mark, maybe having this whole thing have a different background. I think you do like list back. Let's row
Well, because
background.
you also need to be able to tap on them to edit them.
Oh, true. So all these texts really should be text fields, right?
Yeah, but I like where you're at on.
Let me see what I was thinking.
Yeah, I wonder if it just says something like start working or start doing or start timer.
So
Clear kind of looks cool.
I wonder if there's a.
Yeah, actually, that looks pretty good. But do you think, Trevor, if you click start task, you'd be like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or start work? What if you don't like the idea of changing the text?
The start task text.
Yeah, it just says start timer or start,
Like maybe,
and then just grabs the very first task.
yeah, it'd be cool. I'm just wondering, like, I think on the Mac, like your side, your app, it's kind of sick because
Yeah.
like you can't see your tasks.
Yeah.
And I really like
Yeah.
that, where it's like you can't see your tasks, it chooses for you. But I'm wondering if you can see your tasks,
Yeah.
it
So
should
on
allow
the
you to
other app that
change.
I used, you could see the tasks and it just had a start button and it just did the first one. And
Okay.
then, yeah, but my app that I have, you can see the tasks in reminders and that just does grab the top one. For now, I want to add a lot smarter stuff, but it's a little different than this one.
Okay.
But that's where I'm thinking, Trevor, we have a button next to task 2 that's like a play button. So like if I wanted to start working on task 2, I could click that play button. Cuz I think
So
you're
is it,
totally right. Your wife's going to get home or she's going to be in the car and she's like, "I don't have my crochet stuff, but I can look up and memorize a pattern or something."
yeah,
So she works on that task instead of the get yarn task. Or maybe she could buy something on Amazon or something.
should be like start random task.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's test
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, true.
That's the fun of the ship a ton.
Anyways, yeah, for now it's like the important thing is how do we add more tasks? So you're saying if like we should always have a plus button on the edge?
Well, a plus button on task 2, a plus button on task 3, and then a play button next to all of them.
So on task 2 and task 3 there's a plus button.
Well,
So
maybe there's. Do you think there'd just be a play button on the individual task beneath it?
this is
Yeah, there we go. That's close. But see, task 1 doesn't have a plus button.
okay. So that's if it's a leaf child.
Yeah.
If the task is a leaf, then it has it.
Can we make it the same size as the arrow? What's up with that?
That's a good
Is the
point.
arrow probably a smaller icon? The arrow looks like it's a little smaller.
Yeah, could we do like font of dot? Also, like, yeah, I think it automatically puts this spacing in.
Why
So
doesn't it do it with the arrow?
I'm wondering, like, can we put our own arrow?
I also think it could be cool if we had settings. I'll start making a list because I feel like start a random task could be a setting or
True.
start from the top. Like that's a fun setting.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something that we could paywall. All these fancy settings we could paywall.
Yeah. And that's where I'm also wondering if, let's see.
Yeah, that gives us a spot for a little settings button.
Yeah.
Which I think we really just need a settings button, and then within settings we can have like the purchase and explaining the stuff and what's going on. It's really just the one button.
Yeah. Gear.
Yeah, but the simple gear.
Oh, simple gear.
I don't know if that's what it's actually called.
Let's
Yeah, gear
see. Gear
shape.
shape. Or do we have it instead be like profile? Hmm. I'm gonna make it on the lead.
Maybe. I mean, there's no login.
Yeah. I just feel like the gear shape looks weird. Maybe we need to make our own icons for that. I don't know. Do you feel the same, or
Well,
does that look
yeah, no, it looks weird, but we can mess with design later.
okay? So let's hurry and figure out how do we do. All these should be text fields instead of texts,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Why isn't the keyboard there?
That's because it's in a preview. I can run it after this.
It doesn't show the keyboard in preview?
Um, no, in the simulator it does,
Okay.
but how do I do dollar? There's so many like random things with dollar signs I need to remember.
That's why I've got you, so I don't have to remember them.
Yeah. I put on every part. Okay, let's see if that worked. So I type here and you can change. Boom.
Awesome.
Okay.
Is so the dollar sign, sorry, just to explain it to me,
Yeah.
is that binding it? So it's
Yeah.
saying whatever gets changed, I'll change it to that.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it works. I don't know like exactly like it's kind of so when you do at state, it's something where like this isn't just an item anymore. There's like it's really like actually like if you write underscore task, that holds the state of the task.
Mm.
So I think this is like making it where the task is what you normally hit when you hit task, but actually like this object is an underscore task. And that allows you to have a projected and a wrapped value. Don't really know what that means. I think wrapped value, yeah, like I said, wrapped value is just a straight task. Like you can use it, like you can just look at it. But this allows you to change the task um, for how, like, to change it, and it will keep that change even when the screen refreshes and the view gets regenerated. So
Mm.
when you're actually doing like dollar sign stuff, you're saying, oh, I don't want just the selection objects like this task. I want this binding to the task, which is you
Mm.
saying, oh, this is like, I'm passing you something that can change, like that you can change, and it will change wherever, not only in that place, but wherever it's being passed to. So I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
It's kind of weird, but I guess when I say dollar sign task, it's looking at the binding of the task. So this children is a binding of array of task. So when I take it out, I'm taking it out as a child task, which allows me to pass in an element from the binding of the list of tasks. It's kind of weird. Like, so child
But it
task by
worked.
itself is just a task. I don't even know
Interesting.
what this L value is, but whatever happens, it worked, and it's
Yep.
Swift UI. But anyways, yeah. So now we have it where these are all
What
text
happened?
fields.
What happens if you go? Oh, if you go all the way down, it just ends on the placeholder.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
If we're
fine for
chill
now.
with that, and then we have
Yeah.
delete, which we'll need to put in
Or
code for that.
delete. Like, should it delete if it gets erased all the way, or should it just not accept the change?
Should delete it if it gets erased all the way. Like,
Yeah. Bam. Should it go away?
yeah, that's a good point. Like, we could have the idea. Maybe the idea is at the end of every disclosure group, we have a what would it be? A new tree view with like an empty task.
I'm also thinking, Trevor, we might need uh its place in the array so that we can move things around. Right? Like if I check it off, we probably want to move it to the bottom.
Hmm. Yeah, if a task is checked off, then it's moved to the bottom.
Like task
So
2 would move down, but it wouldn't move. I guess it would it move below task 4 or above task 4? Probably below it. So I guess we could just append it to the bottom.
yeah, or my thought was like we always just keep the order, and we could say like a var like sorted tasks,
Okay. Yeah, that works. Never mind.
and then it'd be really just like be like for eat, like for like
Probably call it done tasks
you would.
because done is done.
And then
Steve.
everywhere we're using children. In here.
No,
Yeah,
we're gonna
never
have to do it
mind.
twice, aren't we?
Yeah, no, I think because this, like, we're messing with the actual values, so we can't actually use this. So yeah, you're right. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe let's
For
still just
now,
figure out how do
leave
yeah
it.
how do
Yep.
we want to plus
Yep.
a task?
So I click plus button, and it should start below task 2, a child task, and I'm typing.
Okay, so yeah, you hit plus and it creates a task between 2 and 3, and it sets you to start typing there. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much what we did in top 100.
Okay, and that's where I'm like, oh, maybe we do have a parent task, and we do make this week.
So I'm just moving over to the couch.
Yeah, no worries. So when you hit plus on task 2, and maybe let's start like,
We can start cleaning up stuff.
yeah, we could start like making functions. I wonder if we can make it part of this. So yeah, say I'm on task 2 and I hit add button pressed. I want to add another task right after myself in my parents' children, right? So it's like if I have a parent,
Well, if you click this plus button, then you don't have any children.
yeah, you don't have any children, but you do have siblings, right?
Yes.
Or you might not. You might have siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see this plus button. Let me see button. Hmm.
And it might be too, if the task is done, it won't show it too. So if task is leaf and not complete.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like how we do this.
I'm thinking you would have to pass the task to this function and then append a child. But then we also have to be editing that same text field. It's almost like you need to have an invisible text field that then becomes visible.
Yeah. So yeah, with you're saying passing the task to it. My thought was like it'd be cool if we could have it be part of the task object.
Even
So
better.
so when you call it, it already knows like it's pretty much like there's like this self on it, if that makes sense. But this isn't
Yeah.
quite working. So instead, let's go ahead and I'm gonna move all this task stuff into its own file, task.
Good. I've just been waiting for you to clean this up, man.
Yeah, that's funny. We don't do this anymore. Let's clean this up. This is fun though.
Yeah. Thank you, RevenueCat, for bringing us some fun
For bringing us together.
and together.
Yeah. Dude, I miss Swift UI. I wish I could do this more.
That's why we're doing it on the side, man.
Oh, this stuff I might comment out because it's not going to build if we,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna copy this and put it in
We're going to
this.
get that figured out.
Yeah, I
Let's
might
see
need
if
to
the sent
delete.
got back to me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
I
funny.
mean, what they did is big because I saw other articles of people saying it's not possible to do this.
Oh really? Okay, I'm gonna delete these targets and we're gonna do them later. But I still have all that code.
Yep.
That way we can
Nope.
send this
No
to.
response from them. They had an email too, I think we could email.
Oh really? Put these in supporting files for now. Okay. Let's make sure this is still working. And we're going to start on the view controller. Okay. Okay. Make sure this still works. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have a @observable class content view model. And that's what's going to hold these things. So they can't be private. And instead, this is going to have @. And then everything in here is going to be view model dot.
Trevor, remind me what the name is of the screen that pops up on the other apps, the distracting apps. It's
The
like
shield,
the screen shield.
yeah, is the shield configuration. Yeah, the shield configuration extension is like the name of the thing. Yeah. Are you looking that up?
I'm messaging them on email.
Nice. Okay. So I'm going to try to wire up these um, functions.
All right, I sent it off to him.
To Apple.
We'll see if we get a response. No, no, to the Ascent team.
Oh, nice.
See if they're willing to share how they did it.
Let's be done in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, dang, the delete like automatically works.
Sweet. That binding is great.
It's a little scary. That's kind of crazy. Destructive. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
awesome.
looking into the deep link stuff again.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, you keep looking. Hmm.
What are you testing now, Trevor?
So I want it where, okay, I have this task 2. If I hit plus, my hope would be that I'm able to add a task right after it, but on its same level. So if you think of task 2, it's all it knows about are its children, which would be under it, or
Mm.
its parent, which is this win the revenue cat Shipathon. So in order to add a task right next to it, we need to first look at its parent and then look at the parent's children and add a task right after it in the parent's children, if that makes sense. So what I've done is whenever you press that plus button, we know the task we're looking at. And we like, let me call this like incoming task. So we know the incoming task we're looking at. So first thing we do is we try to see, okay, incoming task dot parent. So that's pointing to win the revenue cat. Its children, give me the first index of the incoming task, which at this point would be 1, right? Index 0, index 1. And then I say incoming task dot parent. So looking at this again, children, insert a new task at index 1. So it should be like +1. Anyways, what I see is this is working. Um, like under the hood, if you see, like I can print out. When I hit this plus, what should happen is it should print the function. It should say add button pressed. And then it should run this code. And then I have it printing out the parent of this incoming task. So let me try this. Hit plus, add button pressed. Parent is when the
Yep.
revenue cat. It's not done. It has an ID, and then it has these children: 1, 2, a blank, 3, 4. So it should be inserting a task in between these two, but it's not. And I think it's because of how like it doesn't refresh. So let me see. Refresh. Hmm. Okay. I think the issue is in Swift's eyes. Even though we make a change to the parent, it doesn't actually change anything because the way I make these tasks equatable is I just check their IDs. I need to be checking like their entire thing,
Mm.
you know? So,
Well, I wonder if you just check like the children's size or something.
um, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's try if that works. Hmm, it's still not working.
Can you print out task just so we can see if it's working? Print out all the tasks.
Yeah, so you see it down here. It is printing, and it's because I'm
Let's see.
yeah.
But there's
Okay,
nothing there. See, it's task 2 and then there's nothing in it.
yeah, it's because I was putting an empty task name. So now instead here I'm putting new task
There we go.
right here.
Hmm. Well, maybe it is there. It's the buttons aren't updating.
Um,
'Cause now the false, like is leaf should be set to false.
yeah, but it still should like add a task in between them. Let's see. I'm gonna run it. Let's see what chat says. Reassign. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I need a laptop.
September 30th.
Oh yeah, yeah, it should be. Oh, there
Oh,
it went. Why did it do there? Oh, you know what I'm think like. Yeah, my thought is when I hit this button, it does it, but isn't until I like start to type that it realizes, oh, something's changed. Let me redraw. You know.
yeah, it's not redrawing.
So yeah, that's what I need to figure out. Oh, and look at this. It's nesting them.
I Oh, interesting. Oh, those ones aren't working.
Yeah, that one's not working. Weird. Anyways, I think I like the design. We just need to keep working out this. It's gonna be slick.
Yeah, because I have a feeling you're gonna want to add tasks really quickly. You're gonna be like rapid fire.
Yeah, like you were saying, if you hit the enter button.
Yeah, and then when you complete all your tasks, it needs to go crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. I'm done. Okay. Yeah, maybe I let's head out for the night.
Okay, commit.
Yeah. And hopefully this actually pushes. Let's see. We didn't have anybody in the chat today.
It's all right.
It's okay. We'll get them.
We're, we're doing it for ourselves.
Oh yeah. Um, really quick before we leave, I thought, wasn't there something we added in here about family? I'm hoping that this works. But if not, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming.
Can't remember. Okay.
Peace.